first.
Just overall, how cool is it to have Victor be, preparing for this moment that, not many people get, especially amateurs, get to have?
Yeah, it's been amazing for him to the kind of apprenticeship or internship he's gotten to experience already on the PGA Tour is such a blessing to any young player that wants to go try to play the tour. He's getting to play some of those events and get a preview of what he's in store for in his career. So, and then to get ready, the thought of going to Augusta for any player, you dream of that. So, can't wait to see how he does. And he hasn't been there yet. That's been very unique among the guys that we've had. Every single one of them, we've been fortunate to have some guys go play as amateurs, but they've all kind of been in a hurry to go get over there and experience that. And he hasn't. He's been real patient, and I think that's smart. The course changes so much from if you go in January, it's not much like it is in April. So he's actually going to go about as close to the tournament as you can. So that'll be good prep for him.
OSU golf doesn't really need publicity for recruiting, but how cool is it to have someone repping the Oklahoma State brand at Augusta?
I think we need all the help in recruiting we can get. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it just another guy in line of a lot of guys that have been there before, and he's certainly been a leader for us. I mean, we know we can count on his score every day. So it's great that he's going to be there, and I'm fortunate he wants me to be a part of the week too.
Yeah, how much are you looking forward to being able to go to the Masters with him and caddy for him through it?
Yeah, this will be the third time that I've gotten to do that, and it never disappoints. Augusta National, to just walk around and be a spectator. Don't ever turn down an opportunity to go there. If you get a chance, it's an amazing place, whether you're a golfer or not. So it's going to be a great week. We're going to go play at our next event at Texas A&M and then go straight from there to Augusta. We've got some of our boosters are coming. Going to use some of the extra tickets for them, and then we have quite a few guys in the field too. So Victor will have some familiar faces and guys to kind of guide him through the week and guide me as well.
Over your history at Augusta, who else did you caddy for, and did you ever get to play it? Or?
I did. I played it. I caddied for Peter Uline when he won the U.S. Amateur in 2010. So then he asked me to caddy at that year's Masters and the U.S. Open. So I did that, and I guess that was the first time I went to Augusta National. He could go and practice. These guys, if you're in the field, you can go and practice a certain amount of days, and you can bring a guest with you, but they can't play. In order to play, you have to have a member. And Peter's dad, just out of the kindness of his heart, he wanted me to get to play the golf course. He wanted me to go there and watch Peter play ahead of time, but he threw me a bone and arranged for a member to go. So Peter and I flew together from here to there, stayed in the clubhouse, played, I guess we played 27 holes the first day, plus the par 3, ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner there, played the next day, and then flew home. It was a pretty awesome experience for me personally to get to play it, and then to watch him, and that helped us prepare. So I caddied for him, and then Jordan Nieberge, when he won the 2013 Pub Links, that got him a start at the Masters, and he asked me to caddy for him, so I did that. And then Victor's asked me to do the Masters and the U.S. Open this year.
You mentioned, sorry, go ahead.
You've got a pretty good grasp on strategy there now, you feel like.
Well, neither of those guys made the cut, but I do I do feel like that. I've been around there. I was looking through my yardage book from those couple years. I've got a lot of notes. I walk the golf course a lot, and I'll walk it a bunch again this year. Just trying to be able to say the right thing at the right time to help him stand up there with confidence. It's a really cool place and so much history. You can remember shots that you've seen, and so it's always exciting to be there, and I think Victor will do well.
How beneficial is it for Victor that you guys have a lot of former OSU golfers in the field?
That's huge, and that's really helped him in these tour events that he's played. He and Charles Howell have struck up a friendship. They actually have similar games, both really good drivers of the ball, both really good iron players, and Charles is always goes out of his way to help our young kids, and so they've played practice rounds together in Mexico and at Bay Hill. I expect they'll play together at Augusta as well, because Charles is back for the first time in a while and loves the place, and he's from there. So yeah, it's huge. Ricky and Charles and Hunter and I mean, we've got so many guys that help. Alex Noren's been real helpful as well. So we'll see all those guys there.
Victor said he hadn't taken the time to analyze the course too much. Is there any part of the course that's your favorite?
I like the 13th hole. It's so unique. It's a hard dogleg left. It's not that long for par fives of today, but the lies that you get, the elevation change on the golf course is really hard to get a feel for watching on TV. But then some of the lies that you get, the ball's kind of it's below your feet, but then kind of angles that I haven't seen very many other places, and that second shot there, they make it look a lot easier on television than it actually is. So that's kind of my favorite part of the golf course.
How do you think Victor is doing at balancing, his own goals in these PGA Tour events with the team goals that he's still trying to pursue?
Yeah, I've got to give him credit. He's been all about the team. When we sat down after he won the U.S. Amateur and talked about his schedule for this year, we laid out 12 different goals for the year, and one of those goals was for him to be the College Player of the Year and for us to win another national championship. And he's going to pass on a couple of opportunities to play on the PGA Tour, which he already did. He was in this week's tournament in Tampa, but he passed because he wanted to be with our team. He missed the event in Mexico, and he knew he didn't want to miss too many events. You can't be the College Player of the Year if you're not playing college golf. So to his credit, he didn't want to do that. He's got to start at Hilton Head as well the week after the Masters, but he's not going to take that because he feels like that's going to fit better with our team goals of trying to win the Big 12 championship, and he wants to be a Big 12 champion as well. If he played at Hilton Head, he'd play like 4 weeks in a row. So plus he needs to not flunk out of school. So to his credit, that's been easy. We've talked about all of that stuff and building his schedule to meet his goals, and he's been great. He's a really good leader.
Matthew's making it a little tough on that Player of the Year goal, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Victor's still ranked ahead of him. Matt may pass him with the win, this most recent win, but I think Victor finished 5th. So yeah, that's been healthy competition among the team, and both those guys have been great leaders. That's the best way to lead if you're in contention every time. We didn't give them much support, the rest of our guys this week. I mean, we had 2 guys in the top 5 and we finished 4th. So the rest of our guys have got to hold their weight as well. But they've been doing that. We won in Mexico without Victor, and Austin stepped up with a big win. We just made too many big numbers in Florida, and Wake Forest played really well. They might have beat us anyway, even if we had more support from the other guys. But we should have done better than 4th.
How difficult will this Masters experience be to balance, going in there and playing well and kind of taking in the moment that he's got?
I'm going to encourage him to take in the moment. You don't want to, it's not just another week. Certainly approach the competition that way. And, he can go in there. It'll be great for him to see how he stacks up. He's never played a major championship. But there's no expectations on him. No one's expecting him to contend. So I hope that he does, but I'm going to encourage him to look around and enjoy the walk, and that's part of it. It's easy to get wrapped up into only the competition and miss some of that. You just don't get that many opportunities to play those things as an amateur, and hopefully you get a lot of opportunities to play them as a pro, but you certainly don't as an amateur. And we've had guys do well in the past. Lindy Miller played well in the Masters as an amateur. Hunter Mahan played well in the Masters as an amateur. Casey Wittenberg played well in the Masters. So I expect Victor to do the same thing, but I'm going to be encouraging him to. He's going to stay in the crow's nest some. He needs to enjoy. You got to enjoy the place. Look around and kind of soak that in. And I actually think that's going to help him raise his level of play.